Hey friends! Welcome back to English Word Hub. This is Anya, and today, I want to tell you something that might actually change the way you think about English completely. Most learners I meet tell me, Anya, I'm not fluent because I don't know enough words. And I always smile and ask, really? Do you think native English speakers use thousands of words every day? You'll be surprised, the truth is, they don't. Even native speakers, who were born speaking English, use the same 1,000 to 1,500 words every single day, again and again, just in different ways. So if you've been running behind vocabulary lists, memorizing word after word, but still feeling stuck, stop for a moment. Because maybe you're learning too much, but using too little. Let's talk real for a moment. Think about your day. When you talk to someone, do you need complicated words? Not really, right? If you go to a cafe, you say, "Hi. Can I get a coffee, please? I'd like it with milk." That's all, thank you. That's it. You just had a fluent English conversation using fewer than 10 words. So what's stopping you from speaking English right now? Not vocabulary. It's confidence. It's the fear of making mistakes. You see, English isn't about knowing thousands of words. It's about using the ones you already know, confidently and correctly. You don't need to be a walking dictionary. You need to be someone who can express their thoughts, simply. If you can do that, you're already fluent. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I met a student named Ria. She had a notebook filled with difficult English words, meticulous, ephemeral, gregarious, and so on. Every day she learned 10 new words, but when she tried to speak English, she would freeze. She'd say, "Anya, I forget all the words when I start speaking." And I told her one thing. You don't need big words to sound fluent. You just need simple words, and confidence to use them. So I asked her to stop learning new words for 1 week. Instead, I told her to use only the words she already knew, but in different sentences. In just 1 week, she became more confident. Because finally, she was speaking English, not studying it. That's what I want you to understand today. English fluency doesn't come from knowing 10,000 words. It comes from using 1,000 words every single day. Let's make it practical. Imagine you're at work, and your colleague asks, "How's your day?" You don't need to say, "It has been an exceptionally productive and gratifying day." You can simply say, "It was a good day. I finished my work on time." Simple. Clear. Natural. Fluency is not about using big words, it's about using the right words naturally. And guess what? That's what native speakers do too. They don't say, "I am in a state of starvation." They say, "I'm hungry." They don't say, "I am experiencing precipitation." They say, "It's raining." You see, English is not meant to be complicated, we make it complicated. Now here's a small truth I learned from my own English journey. The more you try to speak perfectly, the harder it becomes. But when you focus on communicating, not impressing, everything becomes easier. So here's what I want you to do. Every day, choose 10 words you already know, and make short sentences with them. Say them aloud. For example, the word busy. You can say, "I'm busy today." "It was a busy week." "My mom is busy cooking." See? You already know English, you just need to use it. Do this for 1 month, and you'll see magic. Now, let's talk about one more secret. Don't learn words, learn phrases. Because when you speak, you don't speak word by word, you speak in phrases. For example, instead of learning the word meet, learn "nice to meet you," let's meet tomorrow, meet me after class. That's how your speech becomes natural. That's how children learn their mother tongue, not by memorizing, but by using words in real life. So if you're learning English, don't say, I must memorize 20 words today. Say, I will use 5 words in real sentences today. That's how you grow. And remember something very important. Even if you know only 500 to 1,000 words, you can still have deep, meaningful conversations. You can still express emotions, share ideas, and talk about your day. For example, if you meet someone new, you can say, Hi, I'm learning English. How about you? That's a conversation. And when you speak more, you'll automatically pick up new words, through usage, not through memorization. That's called natural learning. Now I know many of you worry, but Anya, I forget the words I learn. And that's okay. Because forgetting is a part of learning. What matters is using the words before you forget them. That's how your brain stores them permanently. If you use a word in 3 different sentences in one day, it stays with you. So instead of writing new words in a notebook and never using them, start using them in your real life, while talking, texting, or even thinking. You can say to yourself, Today I'll use the word helpful 3 times. I'll tell my mom, that was helpful. I'll text my friend, you were helpful. I'll think, this video was helpful. And guess what? You'll never forget that word again. So next time when someone says, I know 10,000 words, you can smile and say, I can speak with 1,000 words, and make people understand me perfectly. That's fluency. Because fluency isn't about showing off. It's about being understood. It's about connection, not perfection. Now before we wrap up, I have something special for you. If you want to gain more confidence in speaking English, I've made a video called You Don't Need Grammar to Start Speaking English. You'll find the link in the description. Watch it right after this video. It will completely change your mindset about speaking confidently. And before you go, I want you to do one thing. In the comments, write one simple English sentence using the words you already know. It could be anything. I had tea today. I watched a movie. I'm learning English. You might think it's simple, but that's exactly what makes you fluent. Because the power of commenting is real. When you comment, you don't just write, you practice. So my dear friends, stop chasing new words and start using the ones you already have. English fluency doesn't come from knowledge, it comes from practice and courage. Even 1 minute of English speaking every day can change your life. Your English doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be real. This is Anya from English Word Hub, reminding you. Keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep growing. I'll see you in the next video.